Another factor is, being a company driver versus an owner-operator, the speed. Company drivers, they do around about, 62 or 63 if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Owner-operators, they just require us to try to maintain 68. Even at 68, me and my wife, we don't even run 68. We try to stay around about 65, and that helps us save money, save fuel, and then go ahead and try to achieve that goal to become an owner-operator. That money there will help you out. So, for us, try to be an owner-operator. Those are some of the things we take into consideration, other than just the main thing, saying that I have my own truck and I am an owner-operator.
Right. Let me ask you guys another question. This is I'm gonna ask both of you guys this because I want them to hear from other experienced drivers. I've only been doing it for 2 years. I'm still a newbie, but I want them to hear from other experienced drivers, especially Swift drivers. That my boys out there that drive for Swift. How important is it to have a great relationship with your DM, your dispatcher? How important is that?
Well, not only the DM, but the people at the window. I'll tell you what they need to go in when they're not doing anything and sit around the driver's lounge and watch the guys at the window. Watch the guys who get angry and throw their weight around and I'm this, I'm that, you ought to do this for me. And watch the guys that go up and talk to them and have a smile on their face and a smile in their voice. Those are the ones that are going to get the loads. Those are the ones that are going to get the empty trailers before the guy that shook his finger in the guy's face.
Right.
But your DM, we're not allowed to give them presents anymore, but if you could, I'd send mine a dozen roses every week. But we can't do that anymore.
Right.
You've got to have a good relationship. You can't get angry at them. They're trying their best to work with you. And if you work with them, they'll be more than happy to work with you and for you.
That's right.
Only thing I have to say on that, the relationship with your driver manager, it's almost like husband and wife. You got to get along. It's like, in a sense, if you're angry, you don't go to bed mad. So what I'm getting there for is your driver manager. I run out of Ocala terminal. A lot of drivers I met saying, get out of Ocala terminal. It's not the terminal, it's just a relationship with the driver manager. I have a great one. I very seldom call him on the phone. When I call him on the phone, he knows something very important that I want to give him the first thing to more or less try to work out instead of me sending it across the ball pond. A lot of drivers I see when I go to some of the terminals, they sitting around the driver, and some of the dispatchers come out and say, we have loads. Who wants a load? I kind of never heard of that, and some of the drivers, they don't really jump on it.
Right.
Just like Dan said, some of them come in, some of them have bitter attitudes.
Right.
Don't fall into that.
Right.
You as your own individual, you make your own decisions. Some gonna be good, some gonna be bad. Some of the loads that you're gonna get, it's not gonna be the greatest miles, but it's moving you to an area where the freight might be rolling. That's one of the things that I was kind of like, that bothered me for when I first came on, but it worked.
Right.
It worked. So when your driver manager tell you that, just trusting him and leaving him, man, he's working for you.
Right.
When I got there, they said that he was my go-between between me and the planner.
That's right.
A lot of the planners, they're so busy where the driver can't directly talk to them because they got so many trucks out there they're trying to find loads for. Just shoot a message to your driver manager and let them know, or let them know before you even get to the area. Try to plan ahead. And if that relationship with your driver manager is good, you trusted him and believe in him, it works out pretty good.
Right.
I never had a problem with my driver manager. He was the owner-operator, and I have no problem with him, and he keeps us rolling.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
The thing to remember, all these driver managers now have between 30 and 60 drivers each. And unfortunately, they can't spend the time with you on the phone that you sometimes feel they ought to. That's why you shoot them the message on the Qualcomm first thing in the morning. Now, I'm here, I'm ready to work, I've got this, and you do your Mac 10, whatever, man, but get that Mac 10 done early every morning. That's for your DM and your planner.
Right.
So that they know what you got left. But you treat your DM the same way you do, like I talked about. You got to be cordial. You got to be friendly.
Right.
If you're DM sees that you have a bad attitude, well, she's not going to want, she or he's not going to think of you first.
Right.
What they're going to think of first is the guy that's always smiling, trying to make their day better, and willing to help them out. Like
all right.
He said, take the little load. You know, you do that 100-mile load, and then they have it backed up with another 100-mile load. That takes you 3 hours. But then they might shoot you because they know you've already done 2 local loads.
Might shoot you something good.
They'll shoot you
miles.
something good.
Yeah.
And don't turn down these loads. You know, oh, I won't move my truck for less than 500 miles.
Right.
Man, you wait. You pass up 250 miles here and 250 miles there. You pass up 2 loads that would have gotten you 500 miles, and you sat for 2 days waiting on that 500-mile load.
Right.
But you could have had 1,000 miles.
Right. All right, guys, man, I really appreciate y'all coming out and talking with me. Before we cut this, I want to ask you one more question. I really want you guys to talk to the new drivers, especially the ones that are signing up with Swift right now, or the ones that's graduating, or the ones that's even thinking about getting with us, that's having a little bit of hesitation. Preach to them a little bit about, you know, how you feel the company is. I'm always telling them Swift's a great company, but I want them to hear it from other experienced, more than myself, drivers from Swift. Let's start with you, Dan.
The good thing about Swift